Hey beauties, it's me, Allegra. Dolls, I just got the new Colourpop collection, Daisy Does It, so I thought it'd be really fun to hop on and make a look today using the eyeshadow palette. I have the blushes and I have a lip to use. This is new makeup 2022 and new spring makeup 2022. So here it is. The packaging is absolutely beautiful, very spring-like. It has daisies all over embossed on the packaging, and then inside just these gorgeous spring toned shades. So if you're looking for some new makeup, maybe this palette will be the one for you. So let's go ahead and play with it. And actually I have nothing on my face right now, so I figured we could chit chat and do first impressions and play with this new makeup together. I have been coming on to chit chat and hang out with you dolls. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. That's why I'm like looking at some of my videos. I look so horrible. And I'm like, girl, you need some sleep. But I have been it's just been crazy here, guys, because I know it sounds like, you know, it sounds trivial, but I have 4 dogs in the house now. And so I'm just gonna put on some primer, and it's just crazy because I cannot leave Roxy, my Weimaraner puppy, alone. She's huge. She would destroy the entire house, so I can never leave her alone. But I can't bring her down here to the beauty space because she, you know, she destroyed this she destroyed this room. Like she's huge and she's non-stop. She's the sweetest thing in the world. I don't know, I don't know what my husband was thinking, but she's so loving. She's so sweet. She's definitely, you know, maybe the most loving dog I've ever had, possibly. But my dogs have been loving. I've always had Chihuahuas. So I've always had Chihuahuas. I've had 3 Chihuahuas and I had a Lhasa Apso. But Lhasa Apso was my first dog on my own. I always have like 3 dogs. I don't know why, it's the strangest thing, but I always feel so good when I have 3. So normally I always have 3, but 4 is a lot because also my mother-in-law's dog is here and he is just so stressed out. He can never be alone. So I cannot. And then he wets in the house, so that's another thing. We can never ever leave him alone because he'll pee on the floor, so I have to constantly watch him, or he'll destroy something. He'll pee, he'll lift his leg. Today I found out like he's lifting his leg everywhere. So I have to constantly watch him and try to stop him before he lifts his leg, because, you know, we don't want them we don't live like we're not, you know, he's not wee pad trained. He just lifts his leg wherever he wants. So it's not good, guys, you know, so I have to constantly watch him and Roxy. But no, Roxy's not. If it was just Roxy, it'd be fine, but it's actually, you know, I have to watch both of them, and then they, you know, there's all kinds of craziness between them two. So it's just like, you know, the only time now I have for myself, you know, because hanging out, doing makeup with you is just the only thing that really relaxes me. It's the only thing. It's like, it makes me so happy. So I need to come hang out. I need to come play with, you know, my makeup and hang out and chit chat with you guys. So it's the only thing, you know, that just makes me happy. That's, you know, my thing. And you know, to be honest, otherwise I'm not happy. I won't be happy if I don't, you know, do the things that make me happy, like makeup and things like that. So I have to, it's important that we take care of ourselves. We can't take care of anybody else, like they say, if we don't take care of ourselves first. So I just put on the new Tarte concealer. It's called Power Flex, and I absolutely love that. So now I'm just putting on some Fenty contour. But anyway, guys, I have so many things to tell you. And then something I'm scared to tell you guys, because I'm like, I hope they don't I want to tell you, but then I hope this person doesn't find out what I'm wanting to tell you about. Guys, but I gotta tell you, it's so crazy. I already actually made a video. I erased it. I said I can't upload this because what if they see it? Even now I'm like, oh my god, how can I tell you guys? And if the person sees it, you know. But let me see how I can say this, because I don't know, guys. Like, I don't know if they watch my channel. That's why I don't want them to. I don't know if they watch, and then what if they watch and they see me talking about them? That would be so bad. But I don't know how they would know about me. It's a guy. First of all, let me just say, this is a guy. Okay, a guy moved in to the house right next to mine. He's my new neighbor. He's right exactly next to me. You guys, he's actually an influencer and he's really famous, but I didn't know that. Me and my husband didn't know that because I don't follow guy influencers, you know. He's like into cars and things like that. Like I don't follow anything male related, or, you know, for lack of a better word. I just don't follow those kind of guys, or any guys actually, unless they're makeup artists and, you know, into fashion or whatever. There's no guys that I'm following, like, you know. So so guys, anyhow, I didn't know who he was. My husband doesn't do Instagram, doesn't do social media, so my husband doesn't know anything about it. My husband doesn't even know my social media. So anyway, his friends tell him, his friends are like, did you see what your wife is up to? And he's like, what? He didn't even know. He doesn't even know. So anyway, dolls, where was I? So yeah, so now his house is right next to our house. We see him, you know, all the time. And like I'm thinking about him, like, oh. And well, you know, I don't think I see him a lot. You know, my husband sees him a lot, because I really just don't. I don't know, I just don't see him, but my husband sees him, and my husband was like talking to him, trying to be nice to him, and he said, and he told me, Alegra, I tried to talk to him, he's so nasty. And I was like, wow, but we didn't know who he was, and so we were like, wow, why is he so nasty? And we couldn't figure it out. And then my husband, even one day he was outside and saw this guy's girlfriend, and he said hi to her or something, and then he said she just looked at him like, oh, like gave him a dirty look. And he was like, wow, why don't they say hello or anything? My husband was like, that's so weird, because usually people say hello to their neighbors and things like that. Why do they look they're always looking at us like they're like not grossed out, but you know, like they're like, well, we didn't know. Okay, so let me keep it going. So we didn't know why they were looking at us kind of like really nasty and like just very, you know, just nasty. I don't know another word for it. Just always looking at us like, ugh, like they were uppity, maybe like something of that nature. I can't think of a better word. Like they were just like, so we didn't know why in the world they'd be looking at us like that. And because we're like, and one day, and then they have like all these cars though, like they have like a whole fleet of like luxury cars. So I was like, one day I told my husband, I said, maybe they think that they're like super rich, and they think that we're poor, and they think that they're better than us. I couldn't figure out why. I was like, maybe that's why they're looking at us like that. Maybe they think that, like I said, maybe they thought they're really rich and we're not. I don't know why. I said that's the only thing I could think of why they would be because that's how they looked at us. And actually I even saw his girlfriend, and I waved to her and said hi, and she didn't even wave back. Like they just looked at me like, oh. But yeah, I don't know why, guys. Well, now we have found out why. Let me keep it going. Let me keep this story going. So me and my husband are like, what in the world is going on here? Why are they looking at us like this, etc., etc. And so lo and behold, guys, they were so nasty to us. Like this is going on for so long now. Like they've only just moved in, so it's only been a few months, but they're just so nasty. So I don't know what happened. Me and my husband were on a road trip actually, and we were so bored in the car, and my husband was like, we should look up, you know, Google our neighbor and see who they are. We didn't even know we only knew their first name. We didn't even know anything about them. Guys, I'm just putting on some Rare Beauty cream blush, and then we'll get into the palette and all that. Yeah, so we were driving. We were on a really long road trip, and my husband was like, why don't we find out who they are? Let's Google them. And we Google his name, and it comes up. And you guys, he's like a social media person. He has like millions and millions of followers. So I was like, wow. So when we realized maybe he thinks he's like this big celebrity, and he thinks that we're like fans or gonna geek out, or we're gonna be like fanboy fangirling him, and he doesn't want to give autographs. I was like, maybe that's why he's so nasty, you know. We don't know who he is. I was like, dude, we don't know who you are, and we don't care. And furthermore, even now that I know who he is, I still don't care, because I don't think he's anybody better than anybody else. Like you're not better than anybody else just because you have social media following. And to be honest, like, can I just tell you, like, when you have 4 million followers and 2 comments, like, don't you think there's come on, a lot of you guys are like, it's a little suspect, you know, when you have millions of followers and 2 comments. So I was like, you know, I don't even believe that this guy, his stuff is real, you know. But anyway, you're not even gonna believe this. Let me keep it going, guys, because there's things that are just like seriously the craziest stuff I've ever. Hopefully I'll tell you guys. You know what, I'm gonna, if nothing comes of this, I will update you guys and tell you guys more after we find out that he's not watching. But I don't see how there's any way that he would know about me, because, you know, I'm a girl. I'm sure he doesn't watch makeup or talk about makeup or whatnot, right? Hopefully. So anyway, guys, let's see here. Now I have the Daisy Does It palette like I talked about earlier, and guys, look how beautiful and festive. I really want to use these orange and yellow shades and this peach shade. Of course, these shades I would use on the regular, but to do something a little bit more festive and fun, I'll pop on some of these springtime colors. So let me go ahead and grab my brush. Yeah, I couldn't wait to come and tell you guys, but the thing is that, like I said, I hope that he's not watching. So guys, I'm just taking the shade Pinwheel. This is beautiful. This is it's like a light orange shade. Let me go ahead and show you. It's this color right here. But this is very beautiful and wearable. It's not as orange as it looks, although here I see you can build it up. But it's actually beautiful and light. This reminds me of the other shade that I just used from the Limelight palette. It was a lime green and a neon green, but when it applied to the skin, it was just like a beautiful wash of color. So this is the same thing. It's very effortless and soft and beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I was just putting it all over. It's just stunning. Let's try some of this in the outer portion. Oh, that's so pretty. This is Flower Girl. That's really different. It's very pretty. Actually, I'll put it all over. It's so gorge. This is beautiful. I can't get over it. And there's hardly any fallout too. That's really great. I'm going to use these dark shades and put a little bit of that and see what happens. The browner tone shade is called Like Butter, so I'm going to put that out here. So many of these shades are gorgeous just on their own like a wash, but because I have the hooding, I like to disguise the hooding. So I'm going to just smudge that first shade underneath. Oh, you guys, I was wanting to tell you, listen to this. By my house, you know, there's a mall, and I used to go to this mall all the time, but I haven't, you know, I still go, but I'm not going to the mall anymore, guys. I'm never going to this mall ever again. I mean, hopefully, God willing, actually I will go to the mall, but I don't foresee it. Guys, let me tell you what happened. So maybe some of you beauties know I live in New York. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but let me know if this has been happening where you live. I don't know. But I hope not. The other day, these, I guess, thieves broke into the mall. They went into the mall while it was open. They went into the Louis Vuitton store, and the Louis Vuitton store is, you know, in this mall, and then right next to it is Sephora. So I'm always in Sephora. Sometimes I go in Louis Vuitton, you know, especially at the holidays. I go and I buy gifts and stuff like that. I don't go on the regular, but anyway, I always go to Sephora. And Sephora is right next door to Louis Vuitton. And these guys came in and they smashed the glass and they broke everything, and they came in and they grabbed all these Louis Vuittons, as many as they could. And they were, and the poor employees and the sales associates were screaming, and they were so scared, and everybody was screaming and everybody was so scared. They took all of these Louis Vuitton bags and then they ran through the mall and they ran away. And it's so scary, you guys, because this is like the 3rd time now in like less than a year, or about a year, that this has happened. It's just, I don't know that I can ever, at this time, I'll be way too scared to go to the mall, because unless, you know, I was thinking maybe if I have Roxy with me, I won't be scared because she's so big. she's so scary looking. But guys, how gorgeous is this? This is the color in the palette it's called Innocent. Oh, how cute, Innocent. So yeah, the first time they came, these guys, I don't know if it's the same guys, if it's like a crew of guys, I don't know what, but they came to the mall and they walked into Louis Vuitton because it was during open, you know, hours when the store was open. Everybody was shopping. I could have been there shopping. I'm so grateful to God I wasn't, because I would have been so scared. So they went in, they were grabbing all the Louis Vuittons off the shelves, breaking the glass and taking the Louis Vuittons out. And I saw the video. The video was on, you know, on the internet, and they showed them breaking everything, and the poor SAs and the poor people that worked there were screaming, and they were trying to, the poor people were trying to grab the purses back. When you think about it, it's like, wow, these guys were doing all this for like what? They were terrifying people for and risking their lives. They're gonna, if they get caught, I mean, how long are they going to go to jail for? For a purse? And I know like they probably gonna sell it for, how much are they gonna get for it? $1,000? Like your life is worth $1,000? That your life is worth a Louis Vuitton bag? Like, it's so, I can't believe it. I can't believe what people are doing for, you know, like for money for a Louis Vuitton. Like, how much could that, like, what? And the poor people that work there are so scared. Oh my God, it's just horrible. And anyway, a week earlier, did the same thing at the Burberry store, which is also right next to Sephora. There's like a little area where it's Sephora, Burberry, Louis Vuitton, and Turnell watches. And Turnell has Rolex watches, so that store they had went to last year, the beginning of the year, and they robbed that store, and they went in and grabbed like all the Rolex watches. So I was scared after that, but for some reason, you know, I said, oh, I never personally go in that store, so it's not about me, but you know, just in my mind, I thought, you know, but I know I will go. I've been in that Louis Vuitton store so many times. I don't even know how to just say how many times I've been there. I could have been there when that happened. I'm just, like I said, I'm so grateful to God that I wasn't there when that happened. But guys, how beautiful are these shadows? They're so beautiful. And then they have these beautiful cream gel liners that you can purchase in the same shades. So I'm going to take, they have brown, they have green, they have gold. Which should I use, brown or green? I guess I'll use green for something different, but I would definitely use brown for, you know, my everyday look. But since we're just playing and all that, we're just making a look. And this is beautiful. It has daisies on the cream gel liner. So let me see how this comes out. Oh, that's really pretty. I can't imagine going back to the mall after all that. I don't know, have you guys heard about that happening where you're at? It's so scary. But these colors all play, I'm using all of the colors in the palette, and they're just playing very well together. They're blend, you wouldn't think, right now I have on green, brown, orange, every color under the sun, and they're just mixing beautifully together. Who would imagine that they would blend so beautifully together? And guys, I am gonna have a giveaway today for items from the Daisy Does It collection. So just be a subscriber, comment GlamFam, hashtag GlamFam down below, and you'll be entered to win a bunch of goodies from this collection, plus other goodies as well. So it's gonna be like just a box of makeup. So beauties, it's actually a few days later, and I just realized that the portion of the video where I was applying the Doozy blush actually did not come through. It wasn't filmed. The camera went off because the memory card ran out of space. So I'm just gonna do a quick demo and show you how it applies, because it is truly one of, if not the most gorgeous blush I've ever used in my life. So I just wanted to really quickly just do a demo, and then you're gonna see in the next portion of the video me with the blush on from the other day. So I'm trying to make everything look as cohesive as possible, but I'm not sure because I've changed my background. But anyway guys, I'm putting on the blush here. Now this blush is called Marguerite, so this is actually a little bit of a more coral tone blush, but I'm just going to apply this. It applies like a dream. It's just absolutely stunning. It's almost just like the most gorgeous wash of color, and it feels incredible on your skin. It's very bouncy and almost gel-like, and I seriously just cannot get over how gorgeous this blush is. That's why I wanted to make sure and show you beauties. Yeah, it's very effortless. You don't have to do a lot of blending, and it comes out absolutely stunning just like that on its own. It just melts into your skin. So what do you beauties think? Now we'll hop back into the regular video from a few days ago, but I really just wanted to show you how absolutely gorgeous this blush is. And I just have here these Kiss So Wispy. And I just picked these up the other day at Ulta. And so I have this beautiful new lip color also from the Daisy Does It collection from Colourpop. This is the Fresh Kiss, and this is the Glossy Lip Stain. And I'm going to use the shade Tree Hugger. So I'm just going to use this lip liner here from Anastasia. So beauties, this is the finished look. I cannot believe how much I love this collection. How stunning is this palette? I was never expecting to love these shades so much on my skin, but they're absolutely stunning. They really make you feel summery and even kind of bronzed, but without, you know, I don't have a self-tan or anything like that, so I am fair skinned, and yet it makes me feel like I've been sun-kissed. So it's amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm so glad I tried it out. These were sent to me by Colourpop to try, so thank you so much, Colourpop, for sending me these to try out. I truly absolutely love them, and these are definitely my new favorites. These are seriously my favorite makeup. If I come back with a favorites of the year or favorites of the month, these are gonna be in it. This blush, this lip, this palette's beautiful. So thank you, beauties, so much for coming to hang out with me. Don't forget to enter today's giveaway. All you have to do is be a subscriber. Also comment GlamFam, hashtag GlamFam down below, and I'm going to be sending out a bunch of these goodies. I have lots and lots more from this collection that I'm going to be giving to a winner. So just comment down below, please. Oh, actually, you know what, for now, in the future, I will make sure and write your guys' name so I can verbally say it in the video, because I see a lot of you guys aren't seeing that you won the giveaways. So anyway, dolls, I love you guys so much. I hope you're all doing good, and I will see you very soon. Bye, I love you.